the story of the mysterious outbreak.
This story happened quite a while ago. I was 19 back then. I had just picked up a side job, working night shifts as a security guard at an old warehouse. It used to be a furniture factory, a massive building with long, empty corridors, half-lit workshops, and a bunch of boarded-up doors. No proper security, no cameras, just me and a flashlight. And that kind of silence, the one that rings in your ears. At first, everything was calm. I'd just walk my route, occasionally recording on my phone to show the boss, like, see, doing my rounds. Then I found something in a pawn shop, a clip-on GoPro with night vision mode. I thought, hey, that's convenient. Strap it to my chest, let it record while I patrol. I bought it. It was cheap. The guy said it had no memory card and acted weird sometimes. Kept resetting the time. I shrugged it off, slid in my own memory card, clipped it on, and off I went. First couple of nights, all fine. I even started to relax. Then I started reviewing the footage, just out of curiosity. And starting from night 3, it got weird. Around 3:14 a.m., right in the middle of my patrol, the footage would flash, like a camera flash, bright white-green, as if someone shone a light right into the lens, even though I was definitely alone, and it was pitch dark. And here's the creepy part. Right after the flash, the camera seemed to shift slightly. Not a lot, just enough that the angle changed, and for a moment, something came into frame from the side. Then the image leveled out again, and silence. Then I heard my own voice. Only, I hadn't said a word. A whisper. Who's there? I could swear I didn't say anything that night, and there was no one around. At first I thought, glitch. I mean, it's used tech. Could be anything. But then it started happening every night, at almost exactly the same time. The camera would flash again, tilt just a little, and then my voice would say something strange. One time. Turn around. Another night. You shouldn't be here. Honestly, I started getting nervous. Watching the footage, I looked normal. Just walking. But inside, I felt like the camera was seeing something I wasn't. I showed the clips to my younger brother. He's into tech and editing. He watched them for about 10 minutes, then said, "It doesn't feel like you're the one filming. It's like someone's filming through you, or instead of you." On the 5th night, I made a point of standing right under the warehouse's surveillance camera, just to compare. When the flash happened again, I went back to the security office and reviewed everything. GoPro footage, same story. Flash, odd angle shift, shadow at the end of the corridor. As if someone was standing there, far away, just watching. All right, now I check the footage from the warehouse camera. And here's what's strange. On it, I'm just standing still, not moving. The camera on my chest doesn't move either. Nothing happens. But I remember turning, looking in that direction. Yet on the video, I'm frozen, like a statue. And that's when I really started to feel scared, because either the camera's lying, or I am. I decided to bring it home. See if the problem was with the place itself. I set it up on a shelf in the hallway, pointed it at the mirror, and hit record. I sat and waited. 3 a.m. Nothing. Then, click. The camera shut off. I turned it back on and checked the footage. At 3:14, not just one flash, but 3 in a row, like someone firing a strobe directly into the lens. After the last one, for a split second, I saw something in the mirror, not a face. Not even a full figure. Just a stretched out blur, like a gray shape standing behind the camera. It had no face, no eyes, just stood there, and it felt like it was staring straight at me. And then my voice again. "Why did you take it?" I nearly dropped the camera. My hands were shaking. The next morning, I went back to that pawn shop. I said, "This camera, I got it from you, remember?" The old guy behind the counter, rough-looking, worn out, was silent at first. Then he said, "Some guy brought it from an abandoned lot. Said he found it in a watchman's trailer. Later, he went crazy, kept recording everything. Then told his wife, 'It's not me filming, it's her watching.'" I asked who she was. He paused and said, "He called her the Mirror One. Like, you're not the one looking into it. She is, from the other side, looking for someone." I stopped wearing the camera, but the flashes didn't stop, even without it. I'd be walking down the warehouse, and suddenly a bright flash in my head, like someone fired a light into my eyes. One time I even stumbled from it, and then, that last night, I locked myself in the security office, didn't go out, just sat there, watching the monitors, and at exactly 3:14, the feed twitched, a frame blinked on the screen, and then I saw myself, not in the room, at the far end of the warehouse, walking down the hallway, slowly, with the camera on my chest. Only, it wasn't me. Or it was, but stretched, distorted. Like I wasn't walking, I was gliding. The camera on my chest blinked, and on the screen, another flash. They found me the next morning, sitting in the corner. Didn't speak, just kept whispering, "That's not my footage. I didn't record it. That's not me." And on the memory card, there was one last video. No sound, just the hallway. Flash. Then, me sitting at the desk, and behind me, her, the shape from the mirror, gray, faceless. Then the image froze, and one final frame appeared. A man who looked exactly like me, holding your camera.